To wait upon the Lord means to wait until his word comes. The prophetic word that becomes a compass, helping you to navigate through the season you are about to enter. Number 3, what does it mean to wait upon the Lord? Who is learning tonight? To wait upon the Lord means to stay until you evolve to a more superior version of you that can manifest the prophetic word on your life. Now listen, we were discussing again with Pastor Shola while we were coming, and I was telling him that there are many ways God answers prayers. Let me tell you 3 ways God answers prayers. Number 1, by supernatural manifestations like healings, deliverances. He can answer you instantly, supernaturally. Number 2, God answers prayer by introducing the ministry of men to your life. The ministry of men. Number 3, God answers prayers by causing you to grow into the version that he can bless. Because there are many things that we call prayer requests today that are only there because you have not grown. It was never supposed to be a prayer request. The fact that you have it as a prayer request is proof to you that you have not grown to the version that can be trusted with that answer. Are we learning now? So when you wait upon the Lord, you stay there. Please listen. This is a major component of waiting. To wait until you mold like a reptile, like a snake, coming out of your former self into a more spiritual version, a more consecrated version, a more enlightened version. To wait upon the Lord means to stay in his presence until that which becomes a limitation to your next level is broken. The flesh, the encumbrances that tie you down, the weights, you stay in his presence until that circumcision happens. Don't forget what we're discussing, that to wait upon the Lord, number 1, is a spiritual orientation of total trust and dependence upon the Lord. Number 2, to wait upon the Lord means to stay until he speaks, using his voice to give you direction for the next season. Number 3, to wait upon the Lord means to stay in his presence until his presence does something to you and evolves you to a more spiritual version, a more powerful version, a version of you with greater capacity to now be able to handle the weightier things that he wants to bring you into. The Bible says an heir, for as long as that heir is a child, he differeth not from a slave. If that heir is a man of God, no matter what kind of expectation you have, God will restrict growth. He will restrict results until growth is attained. God will restrict results until growth is attained. There are many restrictions that are not demonic. It is the mercy of God. He is stopping you from wasting your seasons, so he keeps you until you grow. Who is learning? So when the Bible says they that wait upon the Lord, you understand what he's saying now. They that have this consciousness that my entire life revolves around the help and the mercy of God, that outside of his help and mercy, I am what I am. Paul says, by the grace of God. I am what I am by the grace of God. It is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but the Lord that showeth mercy. Are we together now? Having obtained help from the Lord, I continue this way. Number 2, to wait upon the Lord means to wait for his word. He gives you the prompting, he gives you the marching order, he gives you the direction, he gives you the instruction for the next season. Contained within that instruction is the strategy for victory for the season you are about entering. Let me tell you this, yesterday's formula may not give you today's victory. Just because you parted the Red Sea yesterday does not mean anytime you see a sea, the solution is to part it. There are times you will need to walk on water. There are times God will give you a boat. Anytime you stand before a sea, don't assume that because you parted it yesterday, it means every time you see a sea you will part it. You may try to part it and drown this time around. You have to wait for instructions per season. And then number 3, to wait upon the Lord means to wait until his presence does something within you, breaks that outer man, breaks that flesh, destroys all of those limitations that will frustrate your result tomorrow. As a man of God, you are trusting God to take you global. You are trusting God to open up doors, and God is saying there are tendencies of pride, tendencies of lust, tendencies of envy, tendencies of jealousy. So he says, wait upon me. When you wait there, he cuts all of those things until you truly become spiritual. Then he can open the doors of nations, so that you do not become a casualty and corrupt your testimony and the name of the Lord. It is better for God to deal with you before you rise. How many of you know that the higher you go, the more impactful your fall? When you are on the ground and you fall, you may not injure yourself. But when you are at the top of the building and you fall, you may not even live to tell the story.